Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back and welcome to another episode of Arcade Flicks. And in this episode we're going to actually play a game. And we're going to play a very, very strange game. A game that's probably my favorite right now, and that game is Rock-Ola Eyes. Now Eyes is a very weird game. It's actually made by Rock-Ola, who specialize in manufacturing jukeboxes of all things. So it's not even made by a company that specializes in video games. But before I actually get talking about the game itself, let me just point out the obvious here. This game has not been restored. Nothing has really been done to it cosmetically. As you can see, the artwork is really scratched up. So the artwork's in rough shape. The marquee light is out and it's cracked, to hell, basically. Even this bracket here is a little bit dented. So nothing's really been done to this game. And here, I'll actually show you. Down here, you can really see on the side the discoloration. This is really yellowed. It looks like someone got paint here. And then off to the side, let me see. Hopefully you can see this. This is going to be tough to see, but right inside here, this inside panel basically must have been completely damaged or started to separate. And so someone got it in their head that they would just throw staples into this to keep it intact. So those need to be removed, and there's some swelling down here. So there's plenty that needs to be restored with this game. And I just have not gone around to it. In fact, I probably won't get around to restoring this for quite some time. And that brings up an interesting point. Normally, with all of these games, I will not even play them, let alone do a gameplay video, until the game's been restored or finished. And it's kind of a gratification. It's like my reward. Okay, well now the game, all the hard work's done, now I get to actually play the game. And I like to keep it that way because typically if I play the game first, it's not as exciting and not as much of a motivator to get the game done. But since I know that I won't be getting this done for a very long time, I thought, hey, let's just do a gameplay video. And this is a very, very strange case because I played this first at a fellow collector's house. His name's Sean Williams. He goes by Fetish Boy on Clav. He has an annual party, and he had this game at his place, and I played the shit out of it. I mean, this game was so addicting, so much fun, that immediately it was on my list of games that I wanted. And I got really lucky and found one a couple months later. So I've had this game for about a year now. I got it last summer. And I basically was so excited to play this that the only stuff I've done is I fixed up the control panel. I cleaned it, cleaned the buttons, cleaned the joystick. There's still some things that need to be done to it, but I got that done, and I also cleaned the glass and I rebuilt the monitor. Basically, I just wanted to be able to play it well. Now, there's still plenty to be done, but the game works. So it's a good opportunity to, play some games. And I thought this would be a good time to do a gameplay video, because who knows when I'm going to get to it later on. So anyways, with all that said, let's talk a little bit about the game. So as I was saying, Eyes is made by Rock-Ola, which is a jukebox manufacturing company. And in the early 80s, like 1980 to 83, they decided to dabble into video games. And Eyes is one of, I think, maybe 12 games that they put out. So there's not many. And it's by far my favorite. And when we get around to restoring this, I'll get more and more into the history of these games. But all you need to know is that all of their games are really strange and cool at the same time. I mean, I think that's what really makes them unique. But Eyes is easily my favorite. And the premise of the game is very simple. It's a maze game. Just like, Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man, you basically want to get all the dots on the screen. But whereas you would be eating the dots in Pac-Man, in Eyes, you're shooting the dots. So control-wise, the only difference is you've got a fire button now. So not a big difference. But for whatever reason, this game is 100 times more addicting than Pac-Man. A few of the other differences, and I'll get into this once we actually start playing the game, is you'll notice there's no power pellets, no power-ups. You just are firing your shots, and you've got 4, at least on the first couple stages, you got 4 evil eyes, so to speak. They take the place of ghosts. And you can shoot them, but they also shoot you. So there becomes a lot of strategy in the later levels when they get really smart. So that's on the surface, that's the only difference, is you're shooting the dots. But as you'll see once we start playing this, it is really, really fun and addicting. And the sounds are crazy. It's just a lot of fun for whatever reason. And right now, this is easily my favorite game, which is why I've been playing it before I've restored it. Anyways, enough talk. Let me set up the camera. We'll get it all ready to go, and let's play some eyes. Okay, so here we are. I am shooting this at 60 frames a second, so hopefully you can see everything just fine. It should help eliminate some of the flicker and the frequency issues you normally get. So without further ado, I'm going to coin up a game here, and I'll try to explain kind of the strategy and what's going on as I'm going. So hopefully you pick that up and can understand that just fine. So anyways, let's coin up a couple games here. And I'm going to hit player 1 start here, and away we go. Okay, so I'm this eyeball at the bottom here, and these other guys are evil eyes. They're trying to stop me. And this first level, they're pretty stupid. They move really slow. They don't fire very quickly. And after a couple levels, they ramp up really fast. But this first level, I just like to plow through. I don't really spend a lot of time on it. All your points, the bulk of your points come from the dots. So you get quite a bit of points from them. You only get like maybe 100 points from the eyeballs. And the other thing to keep in mind too is that they tend to get smarter the more times you kill them. So they'll respawn as many times as they want. But they get really smart. And typically they'll respawn in the last place like that they did spawn. So at the beginning of the level, if they spawn on the left side or the right side, that's where they're going to spawn after you kill them. So the outer edges are very dangerous because you don't know exactly where they're going to spawn. Like if you forget where they are, that's where they're going to be. They all are going to pop up on these edges. And even on the second level, they start shooting faster. So one of the strategies is to not kill the enemies, or at least not kill them as often, because one, they aren't going to get smarter, and two, you're always going to know where they are. You don't have to worry about where they spawn. Like that guy there, he just popped up out of nowhere. Just got an extra life. You get one after 70,000 points and 150, I believe, or is it 75 and 150? So that's one strategy, not to kill the guys as often. Alright, so I gotta clear out these dots. Now, these guys are already getting quick. This level 4, is really difficult. These guys shoot almost instantly as soon as they see you. So, it really becomes a runaway game. And you're gonna be firing almost non-stop. Like there, I was pretty much screwed. That was just a dumb move. But as you can see, there are actually 5 enemies now. So after level 2, level 3 introduces a 5th enemy. So now you're also battling more than one guy. And they get smart, like you can see that guy there just hiding. Ooh, that was close. Oh, that was stupid. Yeah, typically I can only get to maybe the 6th level on a good day. 5th level is usually where I end up croaking. Whew, that was too close. So now here's where a lot of strategies come out. I mean, lots of hiding, like in these little shortcut areas, because these guys will shoot as soon as they see you. As soon as they're in line with you, they're going to fire. Like, I couldn't even escape that area. I kind of trapped myself, so that was kind of a bad move. One thing I did not point out is that the enemies fire through the dots. Their shot doesn't get stopped by one of the dots, whereas mine does. So that's another thing to consider, is that even if you guys shoot at the same time, their shot will go through everything, and yours won't. So it's really an uphill battle on these later levels. Like I was saying, I usually die in the 5th level here, but you can kind of understand the strategy. At this point, you have to kill the enemies as you're going. But I still try to avoid them as much as possible. Oof. Well, I got an extra life, so this is my last guy now. Try to cut him off there. Oof. See, that guy just spawned at the wrong time in the wrong place. So, yeah, you know, I'm trying to develop some form of strategy, but I have no idea how you can get through 8 levels and then cycle over. But once you get up to like the 5th level, 5th and 6th level, these guys shoot so quickly, and as soon as you're on the same plane. So, you know, if you're in line with them, they've got you. So, anyways, 263,000, not a terrible score for me. I mean, like I was saying, 285 is my highest, so it's a respectable score for me. I would love to clear 300,000, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen anytime soon. But hey, let's play one more. These games go pretty quick. Now that you know the strategies or understand the ideas. All right, here we go. Again, this stage is just kind of a warm-up. These guys don't shoot real often. They move super slow. I mean, you should never be dying on the 1st level. Now that I said that, I'll probably lose. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. If you look at my score way up at the top there, it is always increasing. And a lot of these Rock-Ola games work that way. The score, I mean, the amount of time that you stay alive basically increases your score or spend on a level. But, I mean, the score is really only increasing by, you know, 10 points at a time? So it doesn't really pay to point press in these games, or at least in this game. You're better off just plowing through all these dots and just clearing the board as fast as you can. Because I believe it's something like 1,000 points per dot that you shoot, and then as you progress, the number of level that you're on, so like I'm on level 3, that becomes a multiplier. So I'm really getting 3,000 points per dot. Maybe that's not right. I thought someone told me that. Maybe I'm wrong. But you do get about 1,000 points per dot. So if you compare that to 100 points per enemies, it's like, why would you ever, you know, just point press and stay on the same level? All right. So if I clear out a bunch of guys, I basically use it as like a power pellet in Pac-Man. I'm racing as far as I can to get on the other side of the board. I got lucky there. But even on this level, these guys are firing pretty quick. Ooh, got good there. They all got grouped up. Yeah, but you know, that whole strategy of trying not to kill the guys as much gets very, very difficult in these levels. Just given how fast they shoot. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Oh, let's see here. So like, yeah, that guy that came down from the top, I'm not even going to try because, oh, see how fast that guy spawned? All right, so we've got a couple lives going into the 6th level. Let's see if we can get a decent score here. Oh, should have waited for that guy. Holy smokes. I'm just throwing my guys away. Ah. I am not doing well. Holy crap, I did worse than my last game. Alright, we're playing one more. You can see how this game gets addicting. I mean, you always think you can do a little bit better. Alright, maybe I shouldn't be talking as much during this game. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I tried point pressing a little bit. Like, I would get, you know, maybe 30,000 on this level before passing it. But it just doesn't pay. I mean, it takes you forever to get that many points, and you're only getting 100 points at a time. So, you know, there's really no point to it. It's not like some other games. Alright, that level wasn't too bad. So now we got the 5th guy. You know, if you think about it, the levels kind of go in steps. So like the first level is, you know, super easy with only 4 enemies. And the second level is a little bit harder. They shoot faster, but still with only 4 enemies. And then this level, level 3, there's 5 enemies, but they're not that difficult. But then on the 4th level, they get increasingly hard. Now I don't know if there's ever a 6th evil eye or if it caps out at 5. Oh, I didn't see that guy. Because I've never made it to level 7 or 8. Alright, so there's kind of an example of why it pays to have all the guys on the screen if you can do it, because you know where they are. You can kind of maneuver around them. You don't have to worry about them, you know, popping up right next to you. Oh, sneaky. Oh, I'm kind of screwed here. God. Not doing so hot. Maybe I should have quit after that first game, huh? Jeez. It's like quick draw. You just can't do it. Ah. Got impatient. Alright. I swear this is the last game. It's probably going to be like an hour-long video. Actually, you know what? Most of these games don't last 10 minutes, so... Alright. No talking. Let's just see if I can do anything with this one. It's going to be a boring video here. Alright, not too bad. Okay. See if we can get through this level without dying. Nope, jinxed it. Whew, close. Ah. Jeez Louise. All right, come on. Oh my goodness. Sleeping over here. I need an extra life bad. Not gonna happen. Yep, never beat that 263. I should have just quit there, I guess. All right, folks. Well, that's Eyes. You know, very, very simple premise, very simple concept. Super, super addicting game. I'll play this any day over Pac-Man. It's just so much more fun and addicting. And the sounds are just crazy. I don't know if the audio picked up any of the noises of the game, but if you have MAME or something, fire that up because this game has some of the goofiest sounds. There's really no music other than the start of the level, but it's just a kooky game with lots of strange sound effects. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for subscribing and watching all my videos and checking out my channel, and I'll see you the next time.